Well, what an absolute pleasure to have with me in the flesh as I live and breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Aisling Bea.
Hi.
Aisling, how lovely to see you.
Thank you, Thomas.
How are you? You're wearing, it's not a criticism, but you're wearing a beautiful outfit and then you have a bum bag around your neck. Tell us about that.
I do have a bum bag on because, you know, it's what all the teens are wearing.
It's so cool.
You see them out and about with the bum bags, nowhere near their bums.
They never wear them on their bums,
No,
do they?
more like tit bags, I suppose we should be calling them, Tom.
Boob bags?
Boob bags.
Boob bags.
Patent it.
Yes, TM.
Yeah.
Are you wearing it for storage or is there,
well,
is there
yeah,
another
handy
reason?
way for storage. Basically, I came off my bike and I've hurt my shoulder and the doctor says I'm not wearing my sling enough, and so I'm creating a scar tissue that's developed into a hard-boiled egg on my shoulder.
Aisling.
So instead now I'm doing this, but I kind of think I'm pulling it off.
Well, yeah, someone will be putting your arm off if you're not careful. That sounds very painful. I'm sorry you got
That's very painful.
Sorry you fell off your bike.
Thank you.
I mean, be careful. It's my advice.
It turns out you have to, Tom.
Yeah.
It turns out you have to.
If we've learned nothing else, it's that.
But I was wearing my helmet. Sorry, can I just say I was wearing my helmet, and everyone should wear a helmet.
Yeah, so don't tweet in, okay?
Yeah.
She wore a helmet. That's why it's only your arm or shoulder or whatever it is that's wrong with you.
And not my head. It wasn't affected in my head at all, Tom, to fall.
That's great. That is such great news, isn't it?
Thank you, Thomas.
Aisling,
yes?
you are presenting an award tonight at the ceremony.
Tom.
Oh, tell us which one it is.
I'm presenting Best Feature, and a number of our pals are in this.
Oh.
We're talking about Joe Lycett.
Yes, of course.
We're talking about Ramesh.
Yes.
You know, they're all our pals who
That is so lovely.
in this.
Oh, great. Are you nervous about doing it? Because it's quite an unusual ceremony.
Do you know what? Not actually. This feels nicer than maybe at the other ones, because there's like, you look out and because the BAFTAs are attended by all of your heroes, you're a bit like, oh no, they're my heroes and I have to make a joke. Whereas here, I'm sort of, it's a little more chilled out, you know.
I think it's quite nice, and people are dressed up at home, they're having a little glass of something, they're doing it on their terms. I think it's quite lovely.
We did, sorry to mention it, Tom, I'm so embarrassed, but when I won my BAFTA...
Well, I was going to come on to that actually.
2 weeks ago. But I was in my... I'm sorry, Tom, I'm sorry. We can also ask the question. But, because I don't mind talking about it twice.
Yeah, it turns out she doesn't mind
bringing it up.
She's won a BAFTA,
Tom,
apparently.
I'm actually so embarrassed.
Yeah, she never mentions it.
When I won my BAFTA, and so many of the viewers at home will hopefully feel this themselves one day when they win a BAFTA, I was actually at home with my sling. That came up on the telly in my flip-flops, and it actually made the moment more special because it wasn't a work night. It was like a night with a couple of pals in the garden, and it sort of became like, it just actually felt more special just sitting at home, so you could really take it in.
Were you worried that you were hallucinating on painkillers?
I was hallucinating on painkillers, so I hope I've won a BAFTA.
Sad news. You're the only person tonight who's getting the BAFTA taken away. That's why we brought you in here.
Oh, well, I had a good 2 weeks of a hallucination.
But what a great painkiller dream you had. Now, and we must also say, you did win a BAFTA. No, I'm joking. You did win a BAFTA, and that is brilliant. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Tommy.
And that's for This Way Up, which is your brilliant series, which deals with a very serious subject, as well as managing to incorporate comedy. It's a very fine balancing act. How did you find that?
I mean, I think because you and I know this from the circuit, that I think if you are passionate about something, you're always looking for the angle within which to talk about it. You're like, how do I not make this ruin a dinner party, but it's something I find important. Yeah. You do it amazingly on stage with all of your work. Like, you can talk about all sorts, and it's just always so full of joy. And I think comedy is the perfect way to push through a taboo, because you can realize you can talk about something and not ruin the whole day. Yeah. And I think so much of the time we are afraid to talk about subjects because we're afraid it'll ruin the mood. But to know that there'll be a laugh on the other side of it, don't worry. But we're afraid to get upset and walk around so afraid of getting upset that we don't get upset, push through it, and be fine the other side. Yeah. So I'm very comfortable around you, you know, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Aisling Bea and her new patented boob bag.